guys, welcome back to Pouts and Pouts. This is Kayla here. Today I am going to be doing a little review on the new Fenty Beauty foundation. So, little backstory, I actually had no plans of getting it or even looking at the brand just because I felt like, you know, when celebs come out with different fashion lines or beauty lines, it's usually not all it's hacked up to be, nor do they have that much hands in it anyways. They just kind of slap their name on a product. So for those reasons, I wasn't going to go try it out. Then I kind of like really saw her promoting the product a lot and like listening to her talk about it, and she seemed really passionate about it. So then I figured, okay, maybe I'll just at least try the foundation, and that's it. So, but I do want to try some of the other things because they look really good, and it's such a really cool brand, and I love a lot of the things that she was saying about it, and like how wide the range of foundations to go. There's 40 shades now, and apparently they're going to add more shades to it, which is pretty amazing. I was really impressed that I found my own shade, so very excited about that. Here it is. This is the Fenty Beauty foundation. I love the packaging of it. Super modern and really chic. It has like a frosted glass, I guess, or whatever to it. Super simple, but I love it. So from what I've been hearing so far, a few people, it's kind of been like a love-hate thing. Some people love it. Some people that don't love it so much are saying that it's super hard to get off, or it's like super dry for your skin, which I'm curious to see because my skin's really oily, so I think you'll be fine. But one other vlogger was saying to like really moisturize your skin beforehand and like prep and prime really good. So I like cleanse it, moisturize it, and also use a little face oil as well. And then I'm gonna apply this primer here. This is the Becca First Light priming filter. So I'm gonna use this because I think it's probably similar to the one that they carry. And then we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this and see how it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and put my primer on. And I like this primer because it is super moisturizing. Since this is a matte foundation, I don't want to put on a matte primer if they're saying that this is going to dry your skin out a lot. And I'm thinking that in the winter time, I'm going to really want to up my moisturizing as compared to as if I would in the summertime. I'm also not going to use a powder underneath this since it is saying that it will make you a little dry. I'm thinking that's going to make it worse. So I'm going to see how this does on its own. So here we go. I have the shade, I believe 450. And so I was looking online, and it's kind of really hard to tell which shade you are if you're looking on Sephora. On the website, they have better images and like people, you know, real life people and stuff to see what the shade looks like so you can match it better. I have forever went into the store to go match it myself, so I was really I was actually dead on from, you know, like just doing the research online to see which shade I would be. And I am 450, so I'm gonna go ahead and just shake it actually. So make sure to shake this really good. Add this here. I'm gonna take a sponge. I'm gonna dab this on. So far, I like how lightweight it is. I mean, it goes on pretty much sheer to like nothing as far as feel. But I do think that it's a very buildable coverage as well. I don't think you need a whole lot. I guess depending on what you're going for. So if I want to do something that's pretty lightweight for the day and not super glammed up look where I would want more coverage, then I would definitely just use a little bit and then just kind of work my way to where I want to be. So far I am liking the way that it is looking. I also heard that it oxidizes really crazy, so we'll see how well that goes. This is a little warmer than I think I would like, but win some, lose some. What can you do? However, I think this one is probably more closer to my skin tone than their neutral ones. Hopefully, I'm hoping when they launch the other shades that they will put a little less red in them, because I don't know why that people always assume that the darker you are, the redder you are, and it's like, no, we're not that red at all. So okay, so I have put my whole face on here. So far it looks really good. I do think that it's a little warmer than what I'd like, but I think after, you know, doing concealer and all that stuff, it would tone it down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and I'm gonna have dinner and things, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll talk about the final results of how everything worked out. Okay, I am back, and it has been about 6.5 hours. I think I started at like 5:30, I believe, and it's midnight now. So my first thoughts is that it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not a whole lot that changed, to be honest, within 6 hours, and I don't know if that's really long enough to like be able to see a difference. Normally, actually, to me, especially in the summertime, I can definitely see a little bit of a change about like 3 to 4 hours because I am so oily. Though I've kind of switched up a few things recently to kind of control that oil so I don't see it as early. However, I did not put powder on underneath my foundation because I wanted to see how this did without it. There's a little bit of oiliness coming through. I can see my pores a little bit right there, which is normal. Not a whole lot though. It's pretty decent looking for, you know, for 6.5 hours. I will say that I feel a little dry around here and like around my mouth, and it could be because I used a little powder to set it when I like go into baking things, so that could be it. I'm not sure. I kind of wish I didn't do it, but then I mean, I wanted to at least finish my face and see how it would be if I did my normal like makeup wear. So yeah, it's a little dry and tight there, but other than that, it's a little oily here where I probably could have put a little more powder at, and probably a little less there. I did try to moisturize as much as possible. However, I didn't want to do too much because knowing that I do get oily, I wasn't sure how my skin was going to take on that. Other than that, I think it looks good. It matches pretty well. It blended very well. I don't look like I'm sliding all over the place. I think if you get really, really close to me in certain lights, it looked a little grainy. And that could be like the dryness, and then also you can definitely see all up in my pores around in there. But I don't need people that close to me in the first place, so not to worry. So overall, I think this is a pretty good foundation. You get 1.8 fluid ounces or 32 milliliters worth of product in there. It's a pretty decent amount. I mean, I kind of rotate foundations quite often, so this would last me for a good while. Also, I honestly would have expected for like the whole line to roughly been around like 30, maybe to 50, maybe a little more than that, to be honest, just because I don't know, I wasn't expecting for what the price range. I honestly thought it was going to be pretty expensive, which was really going to deter me from buying anything in the first place. But foundation's only $34. I think that's a pretty good range for, I guess, a high-end or mid-range foundation, makeup, whatever. Yeah, $34, you get a pretty good amount for that. I mean, it's pretty much about the same amount in my like Hourglass Urban Decay foundation. Yeah, I think it's good. So, would I buy it again? Yes, I would say I would buy it again. I think I want to definitely try it a few more times to really make that decision. Especially I want to wear it for longer than 6 hours, maybe like 8+ hours, and I want to see how it does with that. Other than that, I think it worked out pretty good. So if you guys like this video, please hit like. If you loved it, please subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of things coming up for you guys soon. I am getting ready for the big day, and I have a whole list of things that I am doing for my bridal beauty routine. So stay tuned for that. You know, you can always catch me on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and Facebook at Pumps and Pouts. Well, until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.